All right, so I am in the hunting club today, and I am after a big one. There's a nice 10 point. We don't get 10 points very often around here in Florida, so there's a lot of people after him. I think it's the same 8 point I hunted last year. I had a really big 8 point that I hunted a lot last year, never could quite get on him. And he's in the same area, running some of the same paths. Pretty sure it's him. But everybody else knows about him too, and there's a lot of people hunting him. I hunted him off in some blocks that were pretty good ways away from where he's been spotted a lot and where he gets his picture taken in front of cameras a lot. I had a few spots in the block that he likes to hang out in. I came over here to check him out, and if you want to sit in there, you're gonna have to hold hands with somebody, because there is a tree stand in every single corner of this place. It's not really too big a deal. All that pressure in there's got to be pushing him out though, man. That buck's smart, and I don't think he's gonna stay in that block with how many people are in there hunting him. So the other day I came out here and I was doing a lot of scouting in the outer lying blocks, and there's not a lot of pretty area over here. This is what it looks like. Pines, just short, thick pines. Now these short pines hold a lot of deer. There's deer tracks and hog tracks everywhere. They like hiding in these pines because they're so thick, I guess. I managed to find a spot. Man, it's pretty. Got some high hopes in this spot. There's a lot of other bucks over here. It's not very likely that I'm gonna get on that big one, but he's the reason I'm over here. But I'm not gonna let any other legal bucks walk. It's getting toward the end of the year. I ain't gonna be too picky. Let's go see what we can do. Well, that's a pretty good sign right there. Pretty respectable sized tree. Got some brow tine marks cutting in the middle. I don't know if that's the big one or not, but it is buck sign, and that is a good sign. Alright, so it's not just one rub. It is a whole rub line. He knocked the limb off right here. Pretty high up. I mean, it's hard to tell how big a buck is by his rubs, but look right there. 2 more rubs. This place is rubbed down. I done found one more too on this walk. There's a trail runs right through the middle of this little skinny strand. And whatever buck that is definitely walking it pretty often. So this is definitely the feeding spot. These dang a couple oak trees right here in this wad are dropping acorns like crazy. The deer tracks are scattered, just stomping everywhere through here. That big trail runs right through the middle of the strand, and there's another one that runs right down the edge of that. Short pines right there, short pines right there. The strand's pretty skinny, but the deer are feeding right here, and there's a main trail with a ton of rubs on it running right down the middle of this. The only issue I have is the lack of good trees to climb. I found one, but it's right in the middle of the strand, so it doesn't really make it difficult to shoot anything out of. It just makes it difficult to record. So if I climb right here, I can watch that way, and I can watch that way. But if it comes down that trail behind me, it's gonna be really hard to get the camera on it. But we're gonna have to take that risk. Let's climb up and see what we can do. All right, so that was 2 weeks ago, and I sat in here 3 times total in the last 2 weeks, and I have seen 2 does and 2 spikes altogether. Nothing crazy. So I'm back in here today. It's getting really close to the end of the season, like really close, and I got 1 tag left. So I am really wanting to fill that tag. I am not waiting on the big one. Any legal buck that comes in, I'm gonna fill that last tag. I'd hate to end the year on still having a tag left in my pocket. Let's go in there and see if we can't do something. Meh. Meh. He's down, baby. Let's go. Last buck of the year. It's not the big one I was after, but it's a pretty dang good little buck, baby. Let's go. He went down right there. He didn't go very far. Let's go down there and take a look at him. Look at that guy right there. I don't know if you'd call him a 6 or a 7. He broke off one of his brow tines. There's still a little bit of it sitting there, but last buck of the year, man. I knew there wasn't too big a chance of me killing that big one. He's got a lot of room to roam over here. He can get off the property pretty quick. I really wanted to fill that last tag. Didn't want to end the year holding a tag in my pocket. So I will take it. I will definitely take it. Not the biggest thing in the world, but not bad at all for a Florida buck. Got some real white horns on him, don't he? He was feeding right through under them oak trees. I could tell this was the feeding spot from when I came in here looking around. It definitely was. Every deer I've seen in here came to feed right here. Just had to wait for an old buck to slip in and put him down. Had a really good year this year. Couldn't get on any big ones. That's how it is sometimes, but at least I filled all my tags. I got some pretty decent ones too along the way, so been a good year. Hope y'all liked the videos. Thank y'all for watching.